On this episode of Lift Arc Builds, we're finishing the play sign.
Woo!
Okay, we're back. Let me clean my work area and we'll get right into it. Okay, hi, welcome back. We are back at these letters, P-L-A-Y, the play sign, and we're building the bases. I'm back from vacation. I can think again. I'm not overthinking things. We're just gonna move on, trying to keep myself grounded in reality, work normal hours, and not go crazy. Not any more than normal anyway. So very simple setup I got going on here. Steve is building a really cool, sorry, I don't have my microphone on. Steve is building a really cool gate over here on the fixture table. He is loving it. Everything is clamped and supported. He altered a lot of these pre-made parts so that they have the right curve. Follow his drawing, very nice. But this table's busy, so I'm gonna go back to my roots here on my solid steel table. And I'm just using some angle. I've got some big old, probably 5-inch angle, and it's tall enough to keep everything lined up. I've got the angle clamped and squared to the table. I've got another piece of angle over here so I can sandwich everything and keep it in the same plane. And then I use a square here to make sure this is right. So I'm gonna tack this end up, we're gonna flip it around, tack that end up, put 2 supports in the middle. This one is done. I'll move on to the other 3, making them from these pieces here. See, it's not that hard. I remembered how to use a clamp again. Let's do it. We are just tack welding things in place right now. I like to tack the entire structure together first before I go and weld anything fully, because when you weld something fully, it puts a lot more heat, tends to bend and pull, and it can pull things out of square. So the more things you have tacked in place helps clamp everything together and helps keep it from moving too much as you go to weld the rest of things all the way around. So let's spin it around. There you go. We got one done. So now the other ones are still just in raw piece form. So I say we cue the montage and y'all kick back, grab a drink, grab a snack, watch these things come together like that. Woohoo! Okay, I've paused the music real quick to bring you guys up to speed. I've been making cubes all morning, and that's enough of that. So I've got the P on the table. That'll never not be funny. This is the back of the P, and we are going to make a spine. So we're going to take some 1-inch square tubing and basically trace the P to give it a little bit more rigidity, and then down here at the bottom where the square tubing comes to an end, that will be what gets welded to some cross members in the base boxes. basically these metal pallets, what I made. So that's what we ended up with. We got 3 38 by 24s and 1 80 by 24. This is for the A, and all the other letters will fit inside this profile. So it'll make a little more sense in a minute. Just wanted to take a moment and bring you with me, bring up to speed. I'm gonna do some measuring and marking on the back of the P, get an idea of how much 1-inch square tubing I need to build the spine, and then I'll start cutting and laying things out. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're back next day on the play sign. Hoping to make some good progress today. About 1 o'clock. Again, I had to do morning stuff in the office. That's how it goes. Billing and emails and quoting and yay, business stuff. But I've got the P on the table, LOL. We're gonna cut some 1 by 1, make a spine, make some supporting structures on one of these, and get at least 1 letter to stand up. Damn it. Let's make something happen. Okay, so here's what I've come up with so far. I basically made like an F on the back of this P. I didn't bother, mainly because I don't have a roller, but I didn't bother to brace the entire part of the letter. I mainly just wanted to get most of the wobble this way out and then offer a good amount of stability this way. Just from picking it off the table, it seems to be pretty solid, and it all comes up at the same time. So now I'm going to take one of these boxes. I'm going to make 2 cross members in the middle that correspond with these 2 pieces, so that the backbone gets welded directly to the strength members on that. And then we'll do a wobble test and see if it's acceptable. If not, we might have to do diagonal bracing off the back or something. You know, it's not a jungle gym. People aren't gonna be climbing on these, probably. But you know, I don't want them to sit there and wobble in the wind. I don't want them to be over flexible. I do want them to be strong and sturdy. So trying to find that balance. I'm not an expert with these sheet metal signs of this scale yet. I did do that Bigfoot cutout that I'll flash up here. That turned out great, and I just sort of made it up as I went, just like I'm doing now. So I have one of these under my belt. So what could possibly go wrong? So yeah, let's get the base up, make the cross members, we'll weld it all together, and we'll do a wobble test. I've had to move down to the floor because it's tall, it's 80 inches tall. So the floor is level. I've checked how level this base is sitting here. So I'm gonna offer it up and see what it looks like. I'm gonna back you guys up a bit so you can see what I'm struggling with. It's kind of a pain, but it's come to my attention that, I mean, and I was thinking this the whole way, this needs a surface on it. And being that I saved a whole 4x8 sheet of 1/8 inch steel from earlier, I'm hoping that I can cut out, I don't know, I need to go do some test layouts on the computer, but I want to cover these with 1/8 inch steel and before I weld the letter on. Because I can do my substructure like this. Yeah, build the substructure unique to the letter. And once the substructure is there, I can cover it with 1/8 inch steel. And then when I weld the letter to the 1/8 inch steel, there's substructure underneath it to correspond with where these need their strength to come from, if that makes any sense. So I'll just weld it all solid. But I want to build the best thing that I can build. And I want to feel good putting LiftArt's name on this. And I want to give the folks at Play Roanoke and Roanoke Parks and Rec something that they can be proud of and that helps them with marketing and whatnot. So let's do it right. So I'm gonna measure, you know, 1/2 inch in from every dimension on these 3 and then on the big one, and see if I can plot those on the computer. I might have to dip into a little bit of my leftover scrap 1/8 inch steel, but let's see. It's a P! All right, we're back on the sign Thursday. Hoping to have it done either by the end of the day or tomorrow sometime. Yesterday was a good day. Got the P completely built. The mounting system worked out great. It's very, very secure as far as the sign is concerned. It's welded around the bottom. Probably gonna weld along the back. And I'll come back and fill these empty holes because weather, you know, water will like to collect in there, and bees. I hate bees. Bees like little holes to build nests in, and those would be some good ones. So the A is all done. Structure wise, the back support skeleton is on there, got the box there, and got the piece cut for the top. So just going to measure how far apart those supports are on the A, do the same thing with the box where we cut stretchers, weld them in, weld this on, weld the A on, the A's done, and then the Y and the L are next, and those are the most simple letters, not only to put the support structure on, but to weld to the base. So I think it's likely that we'll have this done today. I think it's time for a montage. All right, we have P, L, A. All that's left is the Y. Actually gonna finish today. How about that? Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Something's going to plan. Whoa! This is Arden, our summer intern. I'm gonna get her reaction on the letters. Oh my God, they're so much taller than you are. Could you see yourself posing in front of these at a festival? What do you think?
They're great, actually.
Yeah. Ooh. Lightning in the sunshine. All right, Thursday, that's weird. Stand behind one like you're taking a selfie for Instagram.
Like, it's just massive.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Wow.
Mission accomplished. All right, well there it is. Behind me is a finished play sign. And I'm gonna throw some numbers at you real quick. It is 19 feet long, it's 7 feet tall. It consumed four 4x8 sheets of 1/8 inch steel, 4 20-foot long pieces of 1 1/4 square tubing, and 2 20-foot long 1 inch square tubing. And it took me 3 days. So there you go. That's all it takes to build a giant play sign, or I guess any sign made of 4 giant letters. Next, I've been talking to the folks down at the Parks and Rec, Roanoke, and they're gonna come down to the shop soon and take a look at it. They wanna decorate it further, whether it be covering it with sports-related items or painting it. I have reached the end of what I am to do so far with the project for them. That's it. We did it. Thank you guys so much for watching part 3 of this video. Thanks for hanging in there. Between the beginning and the end of this project, I took a week off to gather my mental sanity. I would say that it worked, because I went from not knowing how to use a clamp anymore to building 4 giant letters that are almost as tall as, that are taller than I am. So yeah, if there's a lesson in there, I suppose it's listen to your body and take a break when you need to, and work hard afterwards. Play hard, work hard. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, doing all the things that the kids say you're supposed to do. You've heard it all before. It helps the YouTube algorithm. If you like this content, do it. If you don't like this content, then don't. That's America. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Perfect. Well, you want to see it?
Absolutely.
Are you ready for how big it is?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I don't know.
Well, come on out and
Excited
show. Well, let's walk around it. Ta-da!
Oh, that's cool.
This is awesome. Oh my god.
I love it. It is huge. It's way bigger and better than I was imagining it was going to be.
But it just
Yeah.
People will
yeah.
see it from all over,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
You could see it from space.
This is the 8th wonder of the world.
Right.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you for creating that for us.
Oh my, it was my pleasure.
That's so
Awesome.
cool.
Taller than me, I'm 6'8", and it's got me beat. So there's your scale, right there.
Yeah,
You guys
I
have,
was
like-
I was honestly picturing like this tall.
Really?
Yeah, and even the picture, even the P picture.
Everyone
I was
I've
like,
shown,
it's
they
not
like
that
they
big.
see it and go, "Oh, that was cool," and then
Yeah.
they see it in person, like, "I had no." Evan Graham at Golden Kikes, he's like, "Oh, I thought it was like
Yeah.
this big," and I was like, "No, no."
Yeah.
Go big or
This
go
is
home.
park size. Yeah. Do you guys have like a brand or like anything like that so people can tell that it's Lift Arc that did this?
Well, I was gonna ask you. So
Yeah.
I'm developing these tags that I can cut out on my plasma cutter that says, like, you know, built by Lift Arc in 2021.
Cool.
If it's okay with you, I'll
I think, yeah.
weld it on the back or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, built by us for
Please do.
Play Roanoke.
Yeah.
Is that the- yeah.
That would be perfect.
Perfect.